Welcome to the show today. We've got Kylee and Luke Fisher joining us today. It's going to be a great episode, so let's get started. All right, let's get started. We've got Kylee with us today, and she's brought a special guest. Kylee, would you like to introduce your special guest?
This is my husband, Lucas.
Oh,
howdy.
Very nice. So, Luke, how long have you been married?
We have been married for, let's see,
Not
16 months.
Not a trick question.
16
A year and a
months.
half.
So, a year and a
Year and a
half.
half,
All
almost.
right. Any kids?
Not yet,
Okay, but
but we have one on the way, and I'm super excited.
nearly. All right, and when is the due date?
June 24th.
June
So
24th.
5 more weeks.
It's getting there. Just had the baby shower. Awesome. Okay. How's that going so far? The whole married life thing.
It could be better.
All right.
Just kidding. It's great.
But could
It's
be
great.
worse too.
Yeah, it could be
He doesn't
worse.
like the dishes that he has to do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, we were
and the
gonna
laundry, but it's
we were
great.
gonna get to it later, but let's just take on the elephant in the room. You've married somebody who's known for being pretty bossy.
It's true. She wears the pants.
So is that? Are you working on that? Are you trying to rein her in a little bit?
Nah.
Just let her run with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty chill. I usually just let her tell me what to do. I'm right with that.
All
Good
right.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, she found a good person to boss around. So it's all right. I'm cool with that.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
Okay. All right. And Kai, are you just happy with that role, or are you trying to pull
Yeah,
back
I like
a little?
I like being the boss. I like telling people what to do. So.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. 16 months, roughly. That's probably long enough to get a gauge. How have you liked joining this family of Kylie's?
Oh, I love it.
Not like hostage video love it, like really love it?
No, it's great.
Okay. Seemed really, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay.
No, it's great. It's great. I love being here.
And, on your background, so your family, siblings,
I have 4 younger siblings.
4 younger,
Yes, I'm the oldest.
boys, girls?
I have 1 younger brother, 3 younger sisters.
Nice. Okay. And which of those is currently your favorite?
The brother.
The brother?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that just a boy thing, or?
Yeah, and yeah, he's chill. He's cool. We like him. We both
Nice.
like him, so he's pretty great.
Does he let Kylie boss him around too?
Yeah.
That's why. So,
Yeah.
so
He-
Kylie likes him.
Yeah,
so you
he
like
takes
him?
on the role too. So it's
Gotcha.
great.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough. And which of your siblings would you say that you hated the most currently?
Currently, my least favorite is the oldest of my younger sisters.
Okay.
What's her name?
Her name is Hannah.
Okay. Let's shout her out. Any
yeah.
special reason right now, or just overall vibe?
Just overall vibe. She just seems to be quite childish pretty often, and as a 21-year-old, it seems pretty odd that she would act that way, and it's just
Yeah, a
annoying
little
to deal
should
with
have
sometimes.
grown out of
so.
it by now, probably.
Yeah,
Just a
yeah,
tad.
yeah.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it.
Nice. All right. And as far as your in-laws, the new family you've joined, which would you say is your favorite aunt and uncle on the new side of the family?
That's a good question.
It's a really good question.
Probably Stephen L.
Sweets.
Probably
Yes.
you guys.
Good
Yes.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. We're
Yeah.
pretty awesome. All right. And born and raised in Vegas?
No.
Where are you from?
I was born in Salt Lake, and my dad was in the Air Force, and so we just moved around a ton. But he's since retired here,
Oh, okay.
and I went through all of high school here, so I consider here home. But
Okay.
Kylie disagrees.
Wait, why?
Because he
Just
tries to
'cause-
say he's born and raised, or he's raised in Vegas. I'm like,
I've lived here the longest. so-
Formative years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And as long as you guys stay in Vegas, you're not allowed to
That's
move.
Yeah. We do like it here. So
Okay. Favorite movie? I know that could change too, but currently.
oh man. I will say my favorite movie genre is like the based on a true story movies.
Okay.
So like The Blind Side, McFarlane, things like that.
A lot of Lifetime TV.
Yeah.
Or Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say Spaceballs. That's actually a really good movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great one. I got that as a Christmas present from my Aunt Deb and Uncle Dave when I was like probably way too young to get it, but I like those movies. So yes, that is a good one. Have you watched any other Mel Brooks? Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein,
I don't think so.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Ah, he's missing out.
There's some
Darn
good
it.
ones.
Forgot about
Kylie
that
hasn't
one.
cultured me, so it's all
Okay.
her fault.
Yeah, the-
His
Mel-
parents failed as parents. That's their problem.
Mel Brooks is the one who did Spaceballs. He plays Yogurt in the, which we'll get to Yogurt later. And so he's made a career of making kind of spoof movies like that. They're actually all really good. When I was a little kid, I liked watching them. So,
Nice.
so you have to check those out.
I will.
Okay.
It's my homework.
Work. What are you doing for work right now?
Right now I'm in the Corrections Academy because I'm a Brandon wannabe.
Las Vegas Metro.
Yeah, Las Vegas Metro.
Okay, so you're doing corrections officer.
Yep.
Have to go through the academy. How long have you?
I just finished 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So
How's
out of
that
20,
going?
so-
Is that 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so settle in. What is it? How long is it? Is it pretty 20 weeks of hell, or is it like kind of taper off and not get so bad after a while?
This last week was rough for him. He got in big,
Well, it
he
was
got
only-
in big trouble.
It was only rough because I got in trouble and all the officers are mad at me and stuff. So
Well, let's dive right in. So, what
they've
did you do?
embarrassed me and stuff.
Let's
so,
hear.
So one of the TAC officers caught me shaving on the freeway while I was driving to work.
Okay.
And then he came out and said that like I cut him off and all that stuff, which I know I didn't, but they
He-
just like to blow things out of proportion.
Of
'cause
course, it's their job.
yeah, it's their job.
Drill sergeant mentality. You just gotta.
Exactly. So now they gave me an old steering wheel that I now have to carry around with me everywhere.
Okay.
And whenever I move around with it, I have to drive it like I'm driving a car.
Okay.
And I have to make car noises and turn on my blinker and all that stuff. So it's pretty great.
And how long has this been going on?
I just got it
Friday or Thursday.
the last day of last week
Okay.
at like the very end of the day. So I haven't really put a lot of practice into it, but
Okay.
I'm real excited.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. Now, let's rewind because I heard, I don't know if it was your first day or like pretty early on that you decided to be really defiant, apparently.
I did. That was day one, yes.
Okay, day one. So do you want to take us back there?
So day one, we all parked in the parking lot. We lined up in front of the building. They came out, started yelling at us. We did some physical exercises, all that stuff. And one of the tax officers came up to me and told me to like get in my car or like to go to my car. And like another TAC officer in the back, he was like telling people to get in their cars and go home. And so I took this TAC officer telling me to go to my car as him like telling me to go home. And so I told him like, no, I'm not going to go to my car and go home. And he's sitting there like, this is like a lawful order, like go to your car. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to like this is odd. Like I'm not going to go home. Like this is so weird. Then I'd come to find out that they had to have us go to our cars so that we can move them to the place where we were supposed to park for the academy
Okay.
and like check our registration, things like that. So I ended up telling this TAC officer no multiple times when he was actually trying to get me to go to my car.
Got it.
So
That probably went over really good.
yeah, it
He
did.
had to write a report, like a 500-word report on it. On
Yeah,
the
on
importance
like
of Earth.
the importance of authority, or listening to it or something.
Yeah.
And I was
Okay.
like, that was really easy because I already listened to Kai all the time.
Yeah. You're like, no, that's not a problem here. I need to learn the other stuff. I learned that already.
Yeah, so now he calls me Mr. No. So it's great. It's great.
And I did hear another yogurt-related story, I think, about your lunch. Somebody forgot their lunch.
Oh yeah, someone forgot their lunch.
Maybe is it not yogurt? Am I
Wasn't
crazy?
yogurt, it was beef jerky.
That's why.
Yeah.
Ah, that's what it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was.
So it's not yogurt-related, but go ahead. Lay us on that.
So one guy forgot his lunch.
So hold on. Your lunches when you go there are you can't just bring whatever you want.
Right.
Correct. We
So-
have like a specific list, like healthy foods, like no junk food, no, all
Wheat
that
bread, no chips, cookie, like
stuff, so, like all healthy stuff.
yeah, all
basically.
healthy stuff.
So you
Yeah.
packed a nice healthy lunch that you
Yep.
were looking forward to.
Yep. So everyone packs their lunch, and then we eat lunch in the classroom. And this kid forgot his lunch outside in his car.
Not
And-
Kylee. You were
No,
pointing at her.
not
but,
this
okay,
kid,
Okay.
but some other
Just to be
kid.
clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Some other kid forgot their lunch in their car, and so to be kind, I was like, "Hey, like I'll give you my beef jerky since like you don't have your lunch." I was like, "Here, have my beef jerky, whatever."
Yeah. What a nice guy.
So I give it to him, and then like 5 minutes later, he asks the tax staff if he could go out to his car to grab his lunch. So then he goes out to his car, grabs his lunch, comes back, and I'm sitting there waiting for my beef jerky back because I gave it to him as like, out of kindness, like, oh, you didn't bring your lunch, and
Yeah.
I never got my beef jerky back. He just kept it.
Did he just eat it?
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. So I just donated to his lunch.
Yeah.
basically. Like,
It feels like you should have got your beef jerky back and maybe something like your pick out of his lunch for being so nice.
yeah, for
But
being so kind, but
that'll
apparently,
that'll teach you to be nice.
yeah, it will.
It's another lesson, I guess. All right. So apparently, I also heard that you had hugged a pirate. Is that true?
Attempted to.
I
Oh.
thought, I thought.
I know what you're talking about now.
Kai, do you want to set the stage at least? What's going on?
We were doing for Easter, the church was doing like a walk with Jesus or whatever it was. So like
Okay.
you walk through a church building and there's multiple rooms of like through the Savior's life and things like that. But Pa brought Uncle Brett or pirate. So I gave him a
So
hug
your
and my
grandpa.
mom gave him a hug. So Luke went in and he was like, oh, oh, oh.
I think this was after he had already given handshakes to all the other
All the other men.
guys.
Yeah. So like Luke was the last one. He was coming on
And
in.
you landed
Yeah.
the hug, right?
I certainly thought I did.
Okay. I heard that
I'm
you
fairly
landed it.
certain.
I'm sure he landed it because pirates only little. But
But I went in for like a hug, and like he was still accepting like only handshakes, and
Yeah.
so he like went up to like grab my hand that was like way up in the sky, ready to give him a hug.
And made it
So we
super
just
weird.
had like the sky handshake, as well as me giving him a hug. It was
Nice.
great. It was
Okay.
great. I'm not afraid of anything.
And and to clarify, pirate is
Grandpa's brother,
yes. So that's my uncle Brett,
Brett.
aka the pirate. Kind of ran with outlaw bikers, and that's kind of his bag. So yes, I thought that was very special and really awesome.
I thought it was really special too.
I'm sure you did.
I really thought it was.
You got anything for us? I know you had some stuff you wanted to cover.
Oh, I need a hint or something.
You didn't tell me. You just said that you had a bunch of stuff you wanted to cover.
No.
No.
No, I will say that Kylie chose really well, and we love Luke. He's a great addition to our family.
Thanks. I really boosted my ego. I really appreciate that after the week that I had of now carrying a steering wheel everywhere I go. So
If we could just get him to stop shaving while he's driving.
Yeah,
Then,
if only.
Well, he was missing the best part out of it. Is
all right, lay it on us.
he was in one of the officers, like they go in there during break to like report stuff. Someone was like, Fisher, you know who you look like?
Oh.
And he's like, well, first he said the guy from
That always
The guy
that,
from-
that always starts out
yeah,
well.
the
Do
guy
you know who you look like?
Yeah, the guy from
He first said I look like
Oh,
the guy from
Family
Family Guy
in the
wheelchair.
wheelchair.
Okay.
So he's like, you know
Joe.
what his punchline
Yeah.
is? And so he's like, yeah, can you do that? So Luke's like, yeah, or whatever.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
And then he goes, you know who else you look like? And Luke's like, oh, who? He's like, Buzz Lightyear. And, so like now in the middle of class, they'll just go, Fisher, hit it. And then Luke has to go, to infinity and beyond. Just,
Yep. So now I'm a joke,
yeah.
basically.
You're just like a dancing monkey for everybody.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us your best Buzz Lightyear?
Sure.
Hit it.
To infinity and beyond.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I didn't at first, but now I do.
Yeah. So could they apparently. So now I'm just laughed at.
Now, now, how's it going? It's 3 weeks in. Where do you feel like you are in the class? Are you like?
I
What have
We
you guys
have-
been doing so far? What's the first 3 weeks? Is
just tons of classes, tons of like defense skills, tons of working out, things like that. So, but it's been great. We had our first test this past week,
Okay.
and I got the second highest score.
it nice?
Awesome.
So I feel like I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And one of the officers told me that I was one of the top people in the class, so I was pretty happy about that. So
Nice.
but I enjoy it. It's really fun. I enjoy going.
So it sounds like if you had to rank you, you would probably be somewhere between infinity and beyond.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
And so physical stuff, shooting yet? No.
No, not yet.
When does that kick in?
In probably a month, I would say.
About a month.
Yeah.
Anybody dropped out yet?
One person.
Just
one
only
person
one?
dropped out.
How big's
after
your
the
class?
First week. So it was 25. Now it's 24.
Okay, so you're down to 24. Have they told you what's the typical on how many make it?
Well, this
Oh, I
last
don't
class,
know.
how many started in the last class, and what are they at?
I was told they started with 35 and that they're down to 27, 26, something like that. So I
I
don't know.
can't remember Brandon's, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't either.
but yeah. So do they? So I guess the classes are different size each time. They're not
Yeah.
always the
it
same
just
number.
depends on
what
how many
they-
people apply and things like that.
that they actually can get in there.
Yeah.
And what did the person drop out? What was their issue?
She was just an older lady, and that first week was kind of like the TAC staff's way of saying like this is going to be tough. So they like made the first week really tough on
Of course.
purpose.
Yeah.
And of course, no week after that is going to be the same amount of toughness. But like she dropped out thinking, oh, it's going to be like this, and
The whole
I
time.
can't do it. And so, yeah, she was just an older lady, had a hard time anyways. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Wish her the best.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, it'll be interesting. So yeah, they're already 10 down on the other class. So I can't remember Brandon's. I don't know why I'm blanking. I remember hearing the story, but I know quite a few usually drop out. But it would kind of suck to drop out like at the end because you made it like almost the whole way.
Some guy in his class
Well, there's
now,
a guy
he
in my
got
class that did that. Yeah.
16 weeks and he failed 3 tests. So after you fail 3, I think.
Yeah, he
it's
made it.
Oh, so you're out.
16.
academically. Yeah.
So what? So is that what can stop? So academically, they can boot you if you. Is it 3 tests? Or what are
yeah,
the
3
criteria?
tests or something like that.
The gun test, you have to pass the range test. I think.
You can't call out 3 days.
Yeah, there's a criteria of missing so many days,
Yeah.
missing so many like defense classes, things like that. So
If you get injured,
Yeah,
if you get injured,
If
and
you
wash
fall
out,
when you're running and
Yeah.
hurt your knee,
yeah,
Yeah.
and then it looks like
Bust
a
up your whole
cantaloupe,
knee.
and yeah,
then yeah.
you know who you are.
We won't name names.
Yeah. Gosh.
All right. So anything that we need to know, Kai? Anything? You know him the best. Is there anything that we should be asking right now?
No, he's kind of boring.
Well, that's
What? We've been laughing way more than yours.
Because
I'm funny.
you
funny.
think
I
you're
am.
funny. You're like Adam and Joe. You
I
think
am.
you're funny.
I am.
Yeah, funny looking.
Is there anything, Luke, that you feel like we should be asking Kylie about? One of the goals going into this, I was hoping to get somebody sleeping on the couch tonight, but we haven't
He
really
gets that
gotten there.
threat often.
I mean, I also don't mind the couch. It's a pretty nice couch. we put a good chunk of money into it, so
Yeah.
I'm all right with sleeping
It's a
on
good.
it. But
It's a good investment.
yeah.
Anything that we should be asking Kylie? Anything embarrassing you could think of? We can call her out right now in front of everybody.
Luke danced around our room naked, so
I did.
Can we see the video?
I have a picture of his little bum.
We'll
It
see if
is
we
little.
can get that
It
on the
is
screen.
little. It is little. That part is true.
Probably littler now too. Have you lost weight in the academy?
No.
Oh no!
If anything, I've gained weight.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So
I
don't
wonder
know.
if do they weigh you?
No,
Oh,
they don't
okay.
weigh us, but I don't know. I don't know how that works, but
Yeah.
We went to Disneyland in March, and he still didn't work off the snacks. So
yeah.
that's his problem.
What was
the
your
same.
favorite Disneyland snack?
I loved everything. So I mean, my fat ass was there for the food, so I was like,
Probably the Mickey pretzels.
Mickey
I
Or the
pretzels.
cre- they have the cream
pretzels.
cheese-filled
Oh, the cream
ones.
cheese filled pretzel.
those ones are really good.
That was good too.
Did you
And
get a
their mint
turkey leg?
juleps.
No, we didn't. My thing was churros.
I
just
always wanted a
churros.
turkey leg, and we finally got a turkey leg, and it's not really good. But it makes a good picture. So it's like
That's
you
what
get
Mar-
one and
yeah.
take a photo, and then we gave it to the kids or something. I don't know. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like it was all like greasy and kind of gross.
Yeah.
It's
don't
our
know, in
ward
my
photo.
mind. Yeah, like, if you go on the LDS, thing, that's our photo. Me biting a turkey leg. What about you, Kai? What was your favorite treat at Disneyland?
Probably churros. I feel like I
Yeah.
always wanted a churro.
Churros are
Yeah,
amazing.
she was a whore for churros. Anytime we saw
I
one,
am
she's
a
like,
whore
I gotta
for
get one.
churros.
Churro cart.
Yeah.
And what was your favorite ride?
You like the Star Wars one?
Yeah, the Star Wars one was pretty cool.
Which one? Like the one, the Millennium Falcon one? Is it? We haven't even
No,
been to
not
this.
the Millennium Falcon one. The other one, Rise of the Resistance or something.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's what it is. Yeah.
About you, Kai?
I couldn't ride very many,
Yeah,
but I begged to go on Haunted Mansion, so I like that one. That one's fun.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I did take them on Pinocchio because I felt like that one. I was like, it's a good one. I was like, and it
Pinocchio's
has a
like
bad
a
word in
fever
it.
dream.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that one's crazy.
It has a bad
So
word. This is
weird.
my favorite.
Isn't it? It's funny when you go through like the hell part, how hot. Like I feel like it's dangerously hot.
Isn't that
when they
Mr.
hit-
Toad's Wild Ride?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Pinocchio. Did you guys go on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
I don't
No,
think so.
his father
Oh.
was kind of stupid with it. So.
It
Next
gets
time you got to
hot.
hit it up. Like you go, like he goes on this ride and then you kind of go through hell. I guess is what it's supposed to be. But like they blast you with like
You're like, is
I
that
feel like it's
fire?
hot air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's a real fire. Like it's bad. Like it's to the point where even as an adult, I'm thinking, I don't know if they can do that, but they did.
I don't know.
They've been doing it.
They've been doing it for a long time. All right. You got anything else?
No, I think Luke said, he's a Brandon wannabe for wanting to go in the academy, but we should probably note that Josh was the original one. So maybe
True.
everybody that came after
Yeah,
is
that's
just Josh
true.
That's
wannabes.
true.
They all
Yeah.
just want to
Josh
show
washed
Josh.
out. So
They all
I'm
just
not-
wanna
I'm
show
not
him up.
true
They all
Josh
don't want to go to
wannabe,
school,
but-
so that's the next best thing.
Yeah, they don't want to go to school. They just want 20 weeks of school
Yeah.
instead of like 4 years.
20 weeks of
It's way
paid
better.
school.
Way better.
Oh yeah, paid school.
Paid
So
school.
Yeah,
awesome.
that's actually
So-
pretty sweet too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sucks that you got like 17 more, but
Yeah.
just keep
You can
grinding
do
it
it.
out. You make it through.
You got this.
It's a
Yeah.
pretty good gig, right?
Yeah.
Brandon seems to like it. Ben,
Oh, Ben
we didn't
too.
mention
Yeah,
Ben
there's
because Ben's there as well. Lauren, sorry. Let's be proper.
Ben. Lauren Benjamin.
You know that Ben's name is Lauren,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that they call him out to the women's prison all the time.
Do they really?
Ben,
Yeah.
Ben likes it.
Because his name on his actual name is Lauren, and so he'll get called out, and it's like they don't usually send the male guys out, but like you go where you're told. I don't think they do now, but they did it a bunch of times, and then he'd show up, and they'd all be like weirded out. If he showed
what's
up,
going
and like
on?
they didn't want to say anything, and he's just like, they're like, your name is Lauren? He's like, yeah, Lauren Benjamin.
It's
That's
not
it.
spelt like the girl
Girl
version.
one.
No,
where
it's-
they
it's-
should know better.
It's a
but-
male version. It's just
Yeah.
not very common anymore, but it's kind of hilarious that they they're checking and they need somebody for the women's prison, so they call him because they think that he's a girl.
It works.
that's
It's probably
funny.
easier.
It's pretty sweet. So you should change your name to something girly. And
There you go.
Probably. Like Luquisha or something.
Yeah, that would be good.
That's the one.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything else?
No.
Kai, you got anything you want to shout out to anybody?
Peep the T-shirt.
Ooh, yes.
Got merch
$15.
representing.
I love it.
Very nice.
They're very exclusive.
Very exclusive. And Luke,
Fair.
you got anything you want to say? Call anybody out? Let us know what you're about.
To infinity and beyond. That's it. That's all I got.
Good episode.
Perfect. Great episode.
Funny.